guys, Rob from Royal Bulls. We're at ARP Constrictors tonight to have a look at something you don't normally see. It's a clown project that Aaron's been working on for 10 years.
Almost,
10 years.
Yeah.
And we're going to look at 4 generations of clowns.
Yep. Let's go. Okay, so in this episode we'll just talk about our clown project. It's one specific clown project that I really like that I'm doing. This is actually a Enchi Clown. Can you see how reduced it is? It looks almost like a super Enchi Clown.
Very clean sides.
Yeah.
Absolutely no side pattern at all.
Yep. So when I first hatched this, I was quite amazed with how they look like and everything. There were 2 in this clutch. There was a pastel Enchi Clown and this Enchi Clown. When they hatched out, I really thought they looked like, that is super Enchi Clown. But the pairing was between a Enchi head clown and a pastel clown female. So there's no way that's a super Enchi.
And I have
The
his
sister. Yeah, that's the sister. So that the pattern didn't really reduce that much on the pastel Enchi Clown. But this fella was fantastic, so that's why I decided to keep him. But I've always wondered whether I could replicate the same thing. This is, if I label it as an Enchi blade clown, that would actually make a lot of sense. But I do not have any blade. What I do is I line breed my clowns to look nicer. So that's another thing that we have achieved. So I think this looks fantastic. This is one of my favorite snakes that I have. It's just a plain Enchi Clown, but it's a very nice looking one.
Great headstand as well.
So over the years I've always wondered whether we could actually replicate that whole thing. And this year actually we made some. He actually signed a clutch for me, a clutch of visuals.
So he is now the father of the next generation that you're going to show us.
Yes. This clutch was double-sided, so this is the pastel clown and a firefly clown. The clutch was double-sided, the other male was a fire clown, and this Enchi Clown, the 2 of them sided. Was a 9-egg clutch actually, 4 eggs went back. That's too bad. So this is the pastel clown and a firefly clown. This side not by him, by the other male. So I'll just get them out of the way.
The firefly clown is the brighter of the 2,
yes,
with the higher contrast striping.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll move this out of the way. And to the cool stuff. So again, we have made
another really low.
So yes, finally we have answered the question this year. We managed to replicate it. We managed to replicate what he exactly is.
So these 2 on the left hand side are just like the father.
Yep.
And the one on the baby on the right is very like my female, the pastel.
Yeah, so this is
Enchi.
pastel Enchi Clown. He's really shy. But as you can see, the patterns have reduced compared to yours.
Yeah.
So I think he has influenced that totally in there also. Well, these 2 don't look exactly like the father, but they are very, very close, that I'm confident to tell that we managed to replicate it pretty close. But the father is of course even more reduced than the babies. So that is, I'm guessing that is because of it's being a different female. So I guess that the father actually carried more of this reducing pattern part rather than the mother. So when we switched to a different female, it didn't work out that well, but we will pair this back and we'll see what happens. I'm very excited to see what the super Enchi form of this will look like.
So what's your ultimate goal with this? Obviously you're line breeding.
So what we're planning to do is we were planning to just, I'm happy with this. What I want is this, and I want to add more colors into it. So this is the next step. That's a pastel Enchi Clown of this kind of Enchi Clown. So the next step is of course to clean that up to look much more yellow. So ultimately we want to put a OD in there and a fire in there. A fire OD pastel
So a
Enchi Clown.
Firefly Enchi Orange Dream Clown.
That's what I want to make. It's not just the combo. That's what I want to make with this. You know, I want to get
These
there.
specific this line.
Yeah, this line of
clowns.
clowns. Yeah, just to get the combo is quite straightforward actually. But what we want to do is to get these clowns to look like that. That's really crazy. He's one of my favorite snakes that I have. I'm very proud of him. But I was always afraid that I couldn't replicate him. But we didn't really show him off that much too, because I didn't really want to jinx it until we actually made.
No, I've seen him before because he's the brother of the clown girl that I have.
Yes, you saw him in the hatchling rack long time ago.
Yeah.
But he has aged really well. He's clean.
He is much cleaner than his sister.
Yes, he's very clean.
So the aim for me is also to try to line breed that cleanliness into my line of clowns and see where we can go with that.
Yep. Look at the head stem.
It's phenomenal. Unbelievably clean.
I don't think the camera is getting the color that well, but he's really nice. So
yeah, quite orange already, and I can imagine what that's going to look like with Orange Dream in it.
Yes.
You see the babies down there, the colour's still more intense, and I would imagine that with Orange Dream the adults will look something, they'll hold their colour.
We've actually been wanting to put that, put this fella into, you know, I want to get a Firefly Enchi Clown this year.
Yeah.
I've been keeping.
You got the non-clown version.
Yeah, I got a non-clown version.
Which looked really nice as well. I've seen some of those combos before, and they don't look as nice as that one.
Yeah, and that was hired by this male too.
Okay, so there's something with this line that is enhancing the look of the snake. It's cleaning it up.
Yep.
Because your non-clown version is also really nice.
Yep. And that's her.
That looks awesome, just like that though, sitting on the top. So that is the Firefly Enchi non-clown.
Yes. Imagine that with clown. It's a pity that I missed the.
And then the yellow on that is actually still very intense, and the blushing on the black striping is really nice.
Yes.
And the headstock is awesome as well.
Yep. So this is where our co-dominant clown combos are going towards.
I really like just that without the clown, but the clown version is really spectacular.
You like that without the clown because you haven't seen one with the clown. Hopefully we'll make one next year and the next season.
Yes, between the two of us.
Yes. You have the pastel Enchi Clown and the fire clown too.
Fire clown male, yes.
Yeah. If the sister does carry at least a bit of his reduced pattern, then it should work. But that is nice. That's very nice.
That's awesome.
So
and it just goes to show how far you can go with co-dominant genes. You don't need recessives to make really spectacular looking snakes.
Yeah.
So this is your, I guess, your pet clown project. This is where you're going with this, and you're going to line breed these and just see how far you can take that really nice, clean look. They're awesome.
I think it's safe to say the line breeding part is quite there already. So the next step is to add in different stuff into this, but we have to add it in very carefully so we don't mess up the line back things. The father is of course still a better example compared to this, but I think we're getting there. I'm quite happy with the result. And so all these are sired by him. All these are his children actually. I'm quite sure he's very proud.
Yes. It's nice to see them all together as well.
Yeah.
You don't often get a chance to see the different generations and the layers on layers So it's really good that you've still got the father.
Yeah. I even have the grandfather still. Do you want to see that?
Why not? Let's stick him on there as well.
Is that too many snakes? He's a bit jumpy.
Yeah.
Can you get all that?
I can actually get all of those.
So he's in really deep shape. This is what originated this project.
So he is the grandfather. He's the start of this.
Yeah, he's the Enchi head clown.
So just an Enchi head clown.
Yeah, I'm keeping him because I have sentimental value towards him. So he's here. That's the son, the Enchi Clown.
So you paired him to a clown female.
My line-bred clown female.
Okay.
Line-bred pastel clown female.
And that gave you this
male, yes.
This male and the female that I have.
Yes.
And then he sired
the rest of them.
So 3 generations here on one shot.
It's quite amazing, right?
That's awesome. That really.
I even have his father. Do you want to see his father?
So we've got 3 generations here. Now we're going to go 4. Father, grandfather, great grandfather.
Yes, great grandfather. Oh no, that's father,
yeah.
Grandfather, great grandfather.
Great grandfather, yes.
And the kids.
And he is.
He is just a plain clown. He's also in very deep shape. Both of them are in very deep shape. He originally came from Justin Kobelka.
And that's just a straight clown male.
Yeah, that's just a straight clown male. He's huge actually for a male. He's huge.
He's massive, yes.
I've never bred him for the past, I think about 4 or 5 years, but I've always kept him around.
So how old is he now?
Oh, he came in 2011, 2010, if I'm not mistaken. So he came in about 9 years back. He's about 10 years old.
Wow.
At least 10 years old. Yeah.
So
1, 2, 3, 4
4 generations. 10
One
years.
shot.
That's awesome. To see all those together, all
Yes.
the different generations, that is awesome.
10 years old. About 7 years old there. This one is about 3.5 years old. And these are just
So this is 4th generation. The babies that you're looking at here now are 4th generation. That is so spectacular to see that.
I really like the head stamps on clowns usually. Yeah, it's a pastel Enchi Clown with that reduced pattern there.
Yeah, the head stamp's very similar to the female that I have.
Yeah, and 2 Enchi Clowns. Reduced pattern, not as much as the father, but it's getting there. And the Firefly Enchi head clown. Either these two will be paired together. If not, I'll be pairing her with the father. So either way, that will be a crazy
That
clutch.
would be a really cool clutch. The next generation would be something to see.
Yes, now we're looking at killer Enchi Clowns and super Enchi Clowns and all kind of crazy stuff.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I thought that shoot was awesome. You don't normally see 4 generations of snakes together, so I really enjoyed shooting that. I hope you enjoy seeing them. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.